Good morning. Welcome to another One Mind meditation. It is Monday morning. We are getting ready to jump into a new week. And the theme for our meditations this week are inspired by 4 teachers: the boy, the mole, the fox, and the horse. I've been looking forward to the theme of this week's meditations for a while now. Danae, good morning, happy Monday. The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse is a 2019 illustrated book by Charlie Mackesy, which follows a developing friendship between these 4 characters. Sunmarie, good morning, happy Monday. The boy is lost in the winter wilderness where he meets the friendly mole who offers him to help find his way, searching for a home which he's never had before. While exploring the wilderness, they encounter a river and decide to follow it until they find a village. Linda, good morning. Happy Monday morning. On this journey, a horse and a fox become a part of the story too. This book is for everyone, whether you're 8 or 80, says the author and illustrator Charlie Mackesy. He was attempting to make sense of his own feelings when he drew a picture of a boy talking to a horse and posted it to his Instagram account. Until Charlie had an entire book of words and pictures, an uncomplicated tale that he hoped would offer a pathway to healing for any troubled soul that discovered it. The 4 creatures in the story, a lonely boy, a greedy mole, a wary fox, and a gentle horse, they were all elements of Charlie's own makeup and mirrored all of our personalities. As the boy and the mole meet for the first time, the initial fear that they must overcome is the landscape itself. As Charlie himself states, "I think the wild is a bit like life, frightening sometimes, but beautiful." Anthony, good morning. Happy Monday to you, dude. As we all embark on the journey of a new week, which perhaps is also frightening but beautiful, we take some inspiration from this story. Most of the old moles I know wish they had listened less to their fears and more to their dreams, said the mole. And this really sounds just like our Monday meditations. Most of the old moles I know wish they had listened less to their fears and more to their dreams. And the next thought from the book is, "Imagine how we would be if we were less afraid," said the boy. What is it that will motivate your actions this week? How will you choose which actions to take? We can create either from a place of fear or from a place of freedom. And because we are human, all too often our goals and the actions we take are hijacked by what scares us. We create in order to survive, because if we don't create, there will be consequences. I have to go to work. I have to keep a roof over our heads. I have to put food on the table. All of these are valid reasons for creating, of course. And it's a reality that we all have to deal with. Michelle, a very good morning. Happy Monday to you. Mark, good morning. Happy Monday. Thanks for joining us. The problem, however, with creating from fear is that you never have a way to outrun it. You will never create so much that the fear disappears. Even if you do reach the goal that you set, it will be quickly replaced by the next fear. Creating from fear keeps you playing small and ensures that the best you can ever do is escape punishment. Creating from a place of freedom shifts your focus from problems to possibilities. Freedom suggests that instead of just trying to avoid bad consequences, why don't you create at your highest potential? But the very human truth is that sometimes the fear is overwhelming and we struggle to see anything beyond the storm that we are currently facing. If this is the experience that you're having, please don't be disappointed in yourself for being scared, but trust that storms always end up passing, and that you always find your way back to more clarity, to more thoughts, from the book for us today. Quick good morning to Anami. Good morning. Happy Monday. The next quote from the book. "I can't see a way through," said the boy. "Can you see your next step?" asked the horse. "Yes." "Then take that," said the horse. "Just take this step. The horizon will look after itself." Forgive yourself for the moments when you are scared, and in those moments don't try to see too far ahead. Just take the next small step. We all have unrealized potential, and you will find yours when you get beyond fear and start believing that this is true. So if you're ready, let's jump into this week together. You can close your eyes, and we'll start with the first few big breaths. Let's take a deep breath in and out. Take a deep breath in and out. A deep inhale and let it go. Deep breath in and out. One more big breath in and let it all flow away. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose gets drawn all the way deep down into your belly. And as you fill up your belly with air, also raise yourself up. As you breathe in, stretch out your spine, lift the top of your head toward the ceiling. And once you've reached your full height, then let all of it go. With every exhale, soften. Every time you breathe out, soften your spine, slump down your shoulders, and drop your head. While you continue your own full body breathing, rising with every inhale and falling with every exhale. We'll have a conversation about exactly what it is you're doing right now. But I'll start somewhere else first. Every time you are reactive, every time you are reacting, you are recreating the past. We could also say, every time you are reactive, you are perpetuating the past. Because that is what react means. It means acting again in a way that you have been acting in the past. We have many of these patterns programmed on repeat, and our subconscious uses this past reaction over and over and over again, because that's just how our brains work. And if you want to change your life, if you want to create something new, you have to stop being reactive. Because I'll repeat this again. Every time you react, you are repeating the past. So you need something that reminds you in the moment where you are about to react. You need something that interrupts you and reminds you that there is a choice here. You could react in the same old way, or you could choose to try out something else, respond in a new way, a way that is not repeating the past, but building a new future. What you're doing right now, sitting and breathing, bringing yourself to a calm and centered space, building this into a daily practice, stopping multiple times in your day to turn away from the pressure you're dealing with and first take a few big breaths before again you deal with what needs to be dealt with. This is how you build in a tool that reminds you in the moment when you're about to react, reminds you that you could react in an old way, but you don't have to. You can choose to respond and try something new. That is what you're doing right now. Thank you for spending the time to show up for yourself and be here. We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, helping our bodies stretch and adjust and settle down into as much comfort as possible for the rest of our journey. Let's take a deep breath in. As you release, drop your head all the way forward. Roll out your neck muscles, forward and to the left, and forward and to the right. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders forward in big, slow circles. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders backwards in big circles, nice and slow. Take a deep breath in. As you release, focus on your spine. You can lean your upper body over to the left and also lean your upper body over to the right. Feel yourself leaning into your back muscles. Find where the edges are and gently lean into those edges. One more big breath in. And as you release, you can stretch or move or adjust any part of your body that still needs a bit of help settling down. Having softened our bodies into a space of presence, or at least as much as we are able to, we can now turn our attention inwards and dive deep inside for the next part of our journey. If you don't have the time to sit for the whole meditation with us, then this is always a good place to stop. But if you are here for the whole journey, then with every next inhale, we'll hold our breath for a few short moments, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. Let's take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel into your body. Feel how softness slips in and settles in every part of your body. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, follow the downwards flow through your body. Feel your shoulders slowly falling. Feel your body slowly softening. And feel how you are slowly slipping deeper into you. One more big breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself melting. Feel your whole body dissolving. Feel how you are slipping into a deeper level of surrender with every slow exhale. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose gets drawn all the way deep down into your belly, and it invites you to follow this journey. As you breathe in, feel the air flow in through your nostrils. Feel the air touch the back of your throat. Stay with your breath as it flows in through your lungs. And as you fill up the balloon inside your belly, feel yourself slip all the way in. Hold your breath, but hold it only for as long as it feels easy, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, see yourself standing at the start of a new week. See your toes sticking over the edge and you are ready to dive in. Take your next big breath. Standing at the start of a new week, we're going to take the moment to look into the week ahead and remind ourselves what is known about the week ahead. What is already in the calendar. So as you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, take a walk through Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday, and see if you can create some clarity in your mind around what lies ahead this week. What are some of the things that you know you need to get done this week? What are some of the things or some of the places you know you need to go this week? And some of the people you know you need to see this week. As you take the moment to walk through the week ahead, create as much clarity in your mind as you can. Take your next big breath. What are you creating this week? Do you have any goals, any intention for this week? We can think of things like professional goals. Perhaps there's a project that you need to get started this week. Perhaps there's a project you need to finish this week. Perhaps there's a sale you need to close this week. Or we could have much more personal goals. They may be to do with our relationships, or just something I want to get done around the house this week. Sometimes we have clarity around what it is we want to create, and other times it's a little bit murky. So if you're not sure what it is that you're creating this week, then start by asking yourself the question, what is it that I am creating this week? I trust that you'll find the answer. Take your next big breath. For the moment, transport yourself to the end of the week. Stand in the weekend looking back. If you have a checklist for the end of the week, what would it look like? What are things on this checklist for which you want to say, I got this done this week, I got that done this week? Or perhaps some things for which you want to say, I got this one started this week, or I made progress on that one this week. What would your checklist look like for the end of the week? Take your next big breath. The question was, what are you creating this week? And where we're going to focus for a moment is that we can create from one of two places. We can be creating from a place of fear, or we can be creating from a place of freedom. What is it that currently motivates you? Fear or freedom? When we are creating from a place of fear, then what we are motivated by is trying to avoid consequences. We are creating while we are trying to outrun punishment. the bad things that will happen when we don't create. What are you currently trying to create from a place of fear? This generally feels a lot like I have to go to work, I have to keep a roof over our heads, I have to put food on the table. As you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, reflect on this for a moment. Are you creating from a place of fear? Take your next big breath. Creating from a place of fear can legitimately be a way to make a living. You can set yourself lofty goals and reach them even if they are from a place of fear. You can build a good life creating from a place of fear. The problem though is, if fear is the thing that motivates you, you can never outrun fear. Even if you reach those goals, the fear will just quickly be replaced by the next fear, the next thing to be scared of. When we are creating in fear, we're always creating while looking over our shoulder. If you had the same goals, and I'm not asking you to change your goals, even if the goal you are reaching for is the exact same goal, could you frame it differently? Again, look at the things you are creating and ask yourself, what possibility is available to me? What opportunities are available to me? And ask yourself, can I reach for opportunity? Can I reach towards possibility? Take your next big breath. Again, take a look at what you are creating and ask yourself, if I do this, if I create this thing, if I reach these goals, if I have the experience that I'm reaching for right now, will it feel like growth? Will it feel like even the tiniest step forward? Take your next big breath. We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, slipping out of the breath-holding space and into the next. Let's take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it a long and slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel how softness slips in and settles in every fiber of your being. One more big breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself slip all the way through. There is no more attention on your breathing. You can sit all the way back or even lie all the way back down and feel yourself just floating. And then I'll read to you one more time from the message we received today from the little book called The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse. Most of the old moles I know wish they had listened less to their fears and more to their dreams, said the mole. Imagine how we would be if we were less afraid, said the boy. Today's meditation at the start of this week is a reminder of this. Our daily get up and create is very often motivated by our fears and not by our dreams. If there's one thing to take from today's meditation as you step into your week, it's to try and remember to be motivated by your dreams and not too much by the fears. And if you are finding yourself in a stormy time where what you're dealing with right now feels overwhelming and it feels impossible to not be motivated by fear, then the second message from today's little reading perhaps speaks to that. I can't see a way through, said the boy. Can you see your next step? Asked the horse. Yes. Then just take that, said the horse. Just take this step. The horizon will look after itself. Forgive yourself for the moments when you are scared. And in those moments, don't try to see too far ahead. Just take the next small step. We all have unrealized potential. And you will find yours when you get beyond fear and start believing that this is true. May your week be guided more by your dreams than by your fears. We have the last 5 breaths of gratitude to do together. With every exhale, I'll say my thank you, and I invite you to say yours. Let's take a deep breath in. Thank you for the opportunity of standing at the start of a new week, ready to dive in. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for the reminder to derive my energy not from trying to avoid punishment, but get my energy from being inspired by my dreams. Take a deep breath in. Thanks for the reminder that sometimes when we want to reach for inspiration and motivation, it also feels like taking big steps and running. But the reminder is small steps are acceptable. Take a deep breath in. And thank you for the reminder that even in the middle of a storm, the only thing I need is the smallest shuffle forward. Can I see the tiniest next step ahead of me? Then just take that. One more big breath in. Thank you, beautiful people. Thank you for diving into the new week with us. It is awesome having you as part of the circle. Thank you, Anime. Nala, a very good morning. Happy Monday. Antoinette, good morning. Thank you for jumping in with us. Thank you, Danae. Have an awesome Monday. It's so good to see you, Linda. Happy Monday to you. Thank you, Anthony. Hey, Michelle. Have an awesome week. Thank you, Sunmuddy. Thank you, Nella. I do hope that you're able to spread your wings and fly off into this week. Catch you here again tomorrow. Lots of love to every one of you. Ciao, ciao.